wrapped around your soul with no control. You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. This darkness, my old friend, you get me till that's the end. At the end. Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. This darkness, my old friend, you get me till the end. Can you feel?
What's going on, folks? Will Stewart here with another Will Stewart's Q&A show. It's a little rainy, a little gloomy. Get all sensitive. playing around. Anyway, how you guys doing today? Chat is a bit different today, if you've noticed. I've turned on subscriber only mode. So if you are watching the channel and you want to be involved in the chat, make sure you do hit that subscribe button so that you can comment away. What's going on, you kid? Hope everybody's doing well. How's everybody doing today after the England win, man? Numbers a little bit low for the first start. Looks like people are still hungover from last night, yeah? It's like 7 o'clock in the UK. What are you guys doing? Huh? We do have other folks in the Kipex voting Kane out. You already have Foden. Foden's the go. And it's a reload here. Woo! You will now be called Harry Laser-Eyed Kane. 안녕하세요. 오랜만이에요. 잘 지냈습니까? Have you been well? Kid is hungover from orange juice. Hey, sugar will do that to you. Sugar will do that to you. What's up? Who loves you, baby? I love all of you guys. Everybody who watches the show. I love every last one of you. Don't forget, if you are watching the show, you're not subscribed, can't participate in the chat. So make sure you go ahead and do that. But before we get answering into the questions, let's run through a little bit of business here. It is summertime, so some of my compatriots don't have as much free time as they do during the, I guess you could say, the season. So sorry for the fact that shows haven't been going on as scheduled. You know, obviously, it's my channel, so my shows will be on schedule unless there's like, you know, I schedule my life around you guys. That's how dedicated to this I am. So unless something dire happens, I will be here for you. Key the Friends theme song. Before we get rolling today, look, doing these shows does take a lot of time, hence why the other folks are kind of, you know, whoops, did I delete that? I didn't mean to hide that, Colin. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. And anyway, what was I saying? It does take a lot of time, and so these particular individuals here, gotta get that comment off there. Spartan 7 Gaming, Wayne Bonner, Mama Coats, Celery Agent, Mysterious AG, Pokemanim, and Tony Gonim, who is in the chat. Alex Burleton, Bossbar TV. These are our Patreon members, and they help us out by donating a small amount from $5 to $10 a month. We also have our YouTube. We also have our YouTube members who are part of the show, and they like to They get all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want to help support the channel, you can do that in a multitude of ways. And by doing that, you help me help you by giving you better and better content. We do have a special show coming up this weekend, or not this weekend, but on Monday. Just kind of happened yesterday organically. Jason will be debating Marcelo in a formal 1v1 debate right here on the channel Monday night. Around, I think, 10 Eastern. I'm not 100% sure on the time, but I think that's when it is. Monday night, 10 Eastern. Even if in the UK, you may want to stay up for this one because it's going to be a blazer. 5-minute openings, 60 minutes open discussion, closing statements, and a Q&A segment from the audience. Tottenham debate on players, Nuno, and fans. Official debate, folks. Official debate. Make sure to check that out. If you guys are watching the show, something different for this particular stream here, because I think it keeps us, you guys always know that there's so many comments on this Q&A stream normally during the day that it's hard for me to get through them all. And so I have clicked the button that if you aren't subscribed to the channel, you cannot participate in the chat. So if you'd like to do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And while you guys are sitting there waiting for me to get done rambling about all the BS that I ramble about before I start my shows, go ahead and hit that like button too. It really helps us out, and we want to do that for you guys. But anyway, all kinds of stuff set aside. Let's get into it. Let's start answering your guys' questions. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified every single time we go live. Later on in the show, we'll be doing Creators Corner today. We'll be bringing some folks on. And yeah, it'll be fun. Let's get to the comment section here. I'm already behind. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Yeah, for sure. Wants to bounce back to him. What do you guys think about the laser, though? That's kind of weird. Was it really a laser? Or was it just a reflection in a camera lens? Did anybody complain about it afterwards in a press conference? A bunch of cheaters or anything like that? I haven't seen anything. Maybe you guys know. Where do you think that we'll finish this upcoming season? I think we'll finish at least in the top 6. I'm telling you, I'm fairly positive about the Nuno Espirito Santo option. And so I think we got a good shot. I really do. I think we got a good shot of finishing at least top 4. Lionel Messi says he is distraught. Why are you distraught, Lionel Messi? You're playing in the final against Brazil. You need to be worried about that. You should be worried about Denmark. But he wanted Denmark to win. Yeah, kid. It was a natural orange juice. Hey, that's okay. Lots of sugar in there. And hello, Will from Dublin, Ireland. Well, thank you, my friend. Welcome to the show. And I don't think I've seen you in the chat a whole bunch before. So thanks for the sub and all that good stuff. Will, are you for England or Italy? I have to go with. I think I have to go with England on this one. I know my Scottish friends are going to be upset with that, but I'm going to tell you right now that I usually go by so the USA, Korea, and then after that I go by DNA percentage. So the next highest DNA percentage in a tournament gets my support, and unfortunately, that's England. Yeah, I like to play around sometimes. What's going on, Sonia? Thank you for watching today. Thank you for chatting with us. Thank you for commenting on the stream. Totally appreciate it. Colin Turner says Harry was due a bad pen, but done out of the way with. I am a trifle world. He looks tired. I'm sure he does look tired. I'm sure he is tired, to be frank with you guys. You know what I mean? I'm sure he definitely has a bit of a. He's had a bit of a hard season, you know, and definitely see it taking a toll. You know what I mean? Definitely see it taking a toll. Jason, yeah, he's I don't know if he's a regular member here in the chat or not. There's so many Jasons. Just a guy on Twitter, man. Dude on Twitter. They got into a beef on Twitter. Marcel had a kind of tagged me and said they wanted to have a debate. They could debate on my show, and Jason's like, yeah, man, we'll do it. So what's the topic? I think I said the topic before. I'm going backwards. Matt Hayes in the house. What's going on, Mr. Matty Hayes? Tottenham blog. What are you doing? What are you doing? Not Alex. No, not Alex. Let's see. The chat is frozen. Is the chat frozen? Is the chat frozen? Oh, you mean on the computer there? There we go. Now it's rolling. Anyway, you guys can see there, Matty Hayes. We got some members here in the chat. Mr. Matty Hayes and Mr. Wayne Bonner, some YouTube members. If you guys want to do that, go ahead and hit that join button down there next to the if you're on your desktop, and I need to start throwing a link in there. I'm unprepared for that, guys. I'm sorry about that. Making it easy for you. Mr. Bosper TV says Germany have mentality beaten. Oh, it's poor German team. Ukraine, a dangerous team, beaten. Oh, they were poor. Denmark are hard, beaten. Oh, should have beaten them. We've made them all look poor. But Bob, here's the problem. England didn't score from open play yesterday. It was the only thing that I'd be concerned about. Right? Own goal and a penalty. That is arguable. I would be concerned about that. I would. And yep. All that fun stuff. But I think finishing above anyone who came top 5 this season will be difficult, but not impossible, depending on signings, of course. I don't think Liverpool's going to be that tough, to be frank. I think they've lost a little bit of their mojo, and yeah. Who else? Chelsea would be tough, especially if they end up signing Holland. City's always City, at least recently. Manchester United. The Jordan Sancho thing doesn't scare me. Like, I think Sancho's a good player, but he's not like a superstar that is going to end up, like spinning around the league, scoring 35 goals a season. You know what I mean? He's not that type of player, unfortunately. I think he's a little bit overpriced, to be fair with you. Hello, Sonia. And then I think he deserved it. Did you hear what he said about us coming home, Karma? Yeah. It's just banter. And he was right. I mean, he was in the thing to win it, right? So he's got to win it. He doesn't need to be, he's not there to like say good things about England, right? I mean, when he's playing for the other team, right? He wants his team to win, not England. In fact, the reporter was kind of a jerk to even ask him about it in the first place, right? England. Is it true Italians have won 30 games in a row? I think that is true, man. From what I've heard, it's been like they haven't lost since like I think 2018 or something like that. So hoping that Skip, Tanganga, and Roden gets a fair amount of playing time. No, for sure. I think they will, though. Twitter beef? Yep. Twitter beef. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure you tune in. Kane stays and Levy needs quality backup so Kane can be rested. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though, Wayne. We've been trying to get quality backup forever. And so far, we haven't signed anyone. Yay! Kane's going nowhere. Yeah, I don't think he's going nowhere. Although we don't know what's going to happen once the Euros pops out. You know what I mean? Winston McKennie, thoughts on this player? I think he's absolutely amazing. I would love to have him at Tottenham Hotspur. Probably one of the only U.S. Winston McKennie and Gio Reyna. Probably the only two players that are American that I'd have. Club. He's a fighter. He's a baller. He's a player. I mean, to transition so smoothly from a Bundesliga side to scoring multiple goals in Serie A, is a big deal. Big deal. We were dumb to not go in for him when we could have. Just saying. Yep, I fixed it. I guess it didn't like being hidden behind other windows, I suppose. Nope, well. I'm sure that was in reference to something I said earlier. I don't recall, though. 1,000% confident. Well, that's good. Good morning, Will, and everyone. It's morning here in Oahu, Hawaii. What's up, Maddie? Well, thank you, Raylon24. I haven't seen you in live in chat before. Good morning to you over there in Hawaii, and thank you for watching. I do appreciate that. And Hawaii, man, how's it going in Hawaii? England will win, but they haven't been the sharpest throughout the tournament. Don't be delusional. Yeah, and they haven't played anybody who's been super tough anyway. And yes, Bob, Germany's not super tough. I've been saying this since before the tournament even started. Gosh, Bob. If need be, Southgate has enough quality on the bench to change the game if things are not going right. That is true. He does have a lot of depth. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, this is just my opinion as kind of a outside neutral type person looking at it from like I look at everything, which is a non-emotional perspective. Is that England should be bashing or beating teams 4-0 all the time. I don't think there's another team in world football, another international team in world football that has the quality and depth that the England squad has. And they kind of limp through games. They should be doing what they did to Ukraine week in, week out, I think. Or anytime that not week in, week out, because they don't play week in, week out. But they should be doing that every single match. Getting old. Gotta be careful with my lighting, right? If I don't have it right, if the lighting starts to get too good, you know, it's picking out my wrinkles and making me look like a grandpa. We is going to finish second in the Premier League. We'll see. It'd be nice. Yeah, but it's going to take him time to kind of fit back in, man. You know what I mean? It's going to take him some time to bed back in. You know, having a season off, dude, physically, that's huge, man. Especially at their age. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take time. You don't take a whole year off and not have to bed back in. In fact, Virgil van Dijk, after that type of a long injury, may never be the same again. You know what I mean? Mr. Cody Mack. How you doing today, my friend? He says, what's up? Does winning Sunday keep Kane at Spurs longer? I don't think so. I do not think so. But we can always hope. We can always dream. Reload. Liverpool are now Van Dijk, Kanat, and Gomez coming back. They'll do all right. I'm not saying they're not going to do all right. Not like I'm telling you they're going to get relegated. I just don't think that they're going to be as sharp as they were in those 2 seasons where they won the Champions League and in the league. Spurs sick, Mr. Kirian here. Howdy, Will and pals. What's going on, my friend? It's a non-loss streak, not a win streak. There you go. 27 wins, 6 draws for Italy. And then, fact, every national country loves beating England more than any other country. Sure. Because they're kind of arrogant about it. It's just like the U.S., right? Everybody likes beating the U.S. too. I find it hard to understand how Italy didn't qualify for the World Cup. That's because they had a bad team then and a bad manager. I don't know about a bad team, but it's the same way the U.S. That was the first time since I want to say like in 40-something years that the U.S. hadn't qualified for the World Cup. That was even more shambles. Really? Are we going to count a rebounded pen as open play? It's not open play, my friend. It may be statistically, technically open play. But no, come on. Winning the Euros will make Kane want to stay even more. Or leave even more. One of the two. We'll have to find out. We will have to find out. And, you know. Golly. Let's turn that light up a little bit. A little bit better. You stop hiding behind my microphone here. I need to get this out of my face so I can get rid of a shadow. Move this out a little bit like that. Is that better now without the mic? I don't have that like, you know, shadow cast across the side of my face, maybe. Let's see. me get that big old hippity hopper out of there, man. There we go. You guys know who you're watching. You don't need to see that logo up there. Just a reminder too that if you are watching the show and you're wondering why can't I get into the chat, make sure it is subscriber only now to help me be able to keep on top of the comments. So make sure I figure we'll filter out the riffraff. No, I'm kidding. If you want to be part of the show and ask a question, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, like button, all that good stuff. We'll continue on here. Next one from Colin Turner. I see the Europa Conference more of a hindrance in our attempt to win something major or get top four. It could be. I think of it more as an opportunity for some of the young folks to get a chance. For some of our out of shape players to get a chance. Like to kind of bed in deeper. It gives Nuno a chance. It's still Europe, right? So say we do have a horrible season and we end up winning that dang thing, then we could still get into Europa League. So I mean, there's benefits to it from here, this, that, and the other thing, but you never know. Yid Kid, Keith McBride, I wouldn't be too confident we're Tottenham. Pretty sure. Yid Kid, great mindset. I'm gonna stop doing the ads that like you guys add each other because I think it's just wasting time. Agreed, Will. England has the best attacking depth on the planet. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's the thing I was saying too. Yes, looking forward to night. Don't worry, Bob. I will promote that for people that are watching too. 9 at 9 is happening tonight over on Bob's Per TV. Make sure you head on over to Bob's Per TV, and I'll be throwing the link to that video into the chat later on when we do the Creators Corner. And Bob, if you want to jump on and do the Creators Corner here in about 30 minutes, you are welcome to do so, my friend. Mr. Aaron Dutt, what's going on, my friend? An evening, another 4 days of not being able to watch Sky Sports News. All I hear on it is "It's Coming Home," most monotonous chant song ever. Does me nut in. Yeah, it's kind of a boring song, to be honest with you. Industrial grade opium need for this season. Needed. We do not condone the use of narcotics. I'm just kidding. GK Clarkey, when you win one trophy, you want to win more, and if you win the final, Kane will want to go even more. Let me read that again. That was too many W's in that sentence. Sorry, GK. When you win one trophy, you want to win more. And if we win the final, England, Kane will want to go even more. Possible. America to win the World Cup or Spurs to win the league? What do you think is tougher? In how many years? Big Boss Man, I'll answer the question, but I need you to say in how many years. Right? Put a time to that, and I can give that a good answer. If not, I'll come back and answer it again. But let me know in how many years. Let's see. Ed M, you have to applaud the English that went from booing Sterling for taking the knee to cheering him for diving. That's progress. I guess, man. People got jokes. When is my next live? My next live will be tonight, 9 at 9 over on Bob's Per TV. My next live will be Saturday night. Then we have Monday night. Saturday night might get rescheduled to Friday night because I may be going out of town this weekend. And yeah, but keep your eyes peeled to the community section. Or if you'll see the notification when I post the community post. If I have to cancel one of my own shows, I always try to put it in the community post to let you guys know so you're not sitting around there waiting or something like that or wondering what's going on. Now that I have that ability, I can just communicate with you guys through that. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you can get notified. Was it a pen? I mean, there was contact made. He was knocked down. Was it a soft one? Yes. But there was enough contact that VAR is never going to overturn that when the referee gave it. If the referee never have given it, it would probably be fine. But somebody says, nope. Not a chance. Total dive. I don't think it was a dive. He was hit. It was soft, but contact was made in the box. So no one likes us because we've conquered every country through history. Yeah, I don't know if that's things that people brag about nowadays. Yeah, but who's your favorite goal for the Golden Boot at the Euro? Well, I think Kane's going to score another goal in the final. Because if England's going to score, that's who it's going to come from. Unless it goes to like a 0-0 draw with penalties at the end or whatever. So, but the problem is that Harry Kane, because he's played in more matches, either needs some assists. I don't think he has very many assists. And is going to need to get 2 to break the tie with the other 2 guys that have 5 right now. So it would have been better for him to go into the final, I think, with 5. I think that would have made it easier. But it is Harry Kane. You never know. He can come out and get a score brace anytime. So winning the Euros for Kane doesn't change the fact that Levy is a tight-fisted liar with no ambition and doesn't match Harry's desire. 100%. 100%. That's somebody else. I feel like it was kind of a pen that if not called live, VAR would have overturned. Not a foul for me. Certainly not an extra time of a Euro semifinal. Yeah. I mean, it is foul. I think it was the follow through, the hip check that kept him from getting around the backside to me. That one for me was a little bit more of a foul than the other ones. Was it a pen? Yes, because Far said so. Well, I mean, technically, you're right. No, Todd, I did not. I mean, do you guys really want me to talk about this guy? I mean, I'll go back and look what he said, but asking for money, fake backgrounds. What do you mean by fake backgrounds? Like, does he think this is a fake background? Because it's not. It's not a fake background. 100% real. I hope he wasn't talking about me. And the asking for money part, we do this. We work harder than him, right? You have to understand. Called out Callan. Man, he's going after everybody, isn't he? Well, I don't know why. Does he just like being? Does he like to be? just an a-hole all the time? I mean, why do you have to call out people? Look, the guy makes 10-minute videos once a day. Do you know how easy that is? He should definitely not be asking for money for 10 minutes of work a day, right? If people are, even the ad revenue that he's getting from that video is kind of more than it's worth, to be frank. When he can sit there and go and talk for 2 and 3 hours, 5 days a week, then he can ask for cash. Right? I think there's a difference. And look, nobody here twists your arm. Right? We do definitely appreciate it. Right? Things cost money. Streaming service costs money. You know, all of the audio that we use. I got to pay monthly fees to be able to use all this stuff on my channel. Right? The design software that I use to make all of my thumbnails costs money. Right? Microphone costs money. Electricity costs money. Costs money. You know what I mean? And even more so, I got to pay the other folks on my show. But we do appreciate it. I mean, this guy is just I think of him as a troll. I think he's just a troll. I don't give him much. Try not to think about him anymore. But yeah, he likes to cause problems. Sancho isn't worth 73 million. Sancho isn't worth 73 million after 3 seasons he had. I don't know who he could get that's similar for less. Big up you, Mark Swift. I always love seeing Mark Swift in the chat. It always brings a smile to my face. That's true. I think you're right, Jay. I do think you're right. Cody Mack, big up. Not scoring from open play doesn't bother me one bit. All part of winning a game. I remember at a time when people were worried we went a few games not scoring from set pieces. It's all about a win. It's true. That is true. And Aaron Dev, shipping for the fun. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. See, this is what I'm talking about, right? Aaron Dove, for the love of the show, for the love of the community, for the love of the channel. Look, and you guys all know, like, if you guys have known me in the chat for a long time, I super chat with the best of them. I probably spend more in super chats a month than the channel makes in a month. That's real talk. That's real talk. That is real talk. Back up here. I am looking forward to it as well. That's too far up. Big up Will, big up Cody Mack. Right here, boom. That's where I'm at. Hi, Mark. At 4 p.m. Eastern, it's 9 at night, so it's 9 GMT. So 4 p.m. Eastern time. For folks in the US of A. Over on Bobspur TV, make sure you go subscribe to him. That's where the show will be tonight. If Kane had the support of the other players this season, instead of being let down by jokers and clowns, we would have been in top 4. Okay, I'm going to have to read this again. If Kane had the support of other players this season, instead of being let down by jokers and clowns, we would have been in top 4. Dead cert with the amount of goals he produced. And it says, yeah, no, I mean, we only needed like 10 more points and we would have finished second, right? So, and we lost far more than that from just simple clown mistakes. I'm telling you. Don't let those other teams fool you. We can finish it. And if Nuno can iron out the dumb mistakes, or we can get players in and get ready to that dead wood, we'd be there. For sure. What's the final position on the league? Should Tottenham fans feel? Realistically, I think 5th. Anything less than 5th, and I say it's a failure. I do. Anything less than fifth is a failure to me next season. We have to be fighting for top four. Top four for me would be a success. Any cup win is going to be great. I don't have Stelios' opinion on cups. I know top four isn't winning anything, but to be honest with you, all I want to win is the Premier League. I want to win titles, not the energy drink cup. I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'll scream and holler about it, but I'm not going to be like, yeah, dude, we just won the Caribou Cup. We're the greatest team the world has ever seen. Not a pen. Depends. Softest one ever. Kane will break Lyman's record in the final. Good. Will, who is going to win the final? I think England's going to win. I really do. Sterling went down like a snowflake. Kane will break Lyman's record in the final. I think you said that already, Peter. I really don't like Sterling. I feel like he's given up way too much credit for England's success. People on Twitter saying Kane is being carried by Sterling. Yeah, he's definitely not being carried by Sterling. That's just deluded City fans, probably. I don't know a whole lot of people who like Sterling, to be honest with you, that aren't City fans. This is the most determined England squad I've seen. I don't know about determined. Called out Callan and that. He does it on all the time. Ignore it. Yeah, he's a tosser. Sterling's a disgrace. He's a Kermadosian. I don't even know what that means. No, I think he has a little boy complex, a superiority complex. I think it's a little boy complex. Definitely chip on his shoulder. I think he's better doing what online though? Like his channel only started getting subscribers in the last couple months. But he's been doing it for years, so but I mean, still wasn't wrong though. Yeah. Look, this guy, he's very arrogant. He thinks he's right. He tries to think that he's being rational when he's not. And yeah, I think he's a bad actor. I really do. I try to avoid him. If you'd like to come on my channel and talk one-on-one with me about it, the invitation's there. But other than that, we give him too much time already. Oi, oi, Chris Agmobar. Hi, everyone. Sorry for late for the show. No problem. Whose channel is 9 on 9 today? Bobspur TV. Stell was right, by the way. The definition of protest is any type of complaint that's something you dislike. So there are many forms of protest. Bobspur TV. Yeah, it wasn't Tottenham away. It was Three Wise Men here on this channel. Woke up at 5 p.m. That's a hangover. Holy cow, that is a hangover. 5 p.m. That's a hangover and a half. Oh, there you go. Doxed you and racially slurred you. That's never any fun. I don't know how I missed this. Yeah, just go to the Three Wise Men with the green thumbnail in the video list, and you can see it, Todd. Three Wise Men show. Hello, buzzing today after the events from last night. I'm going to call it now. Cessignon and Berwine will thrive under Nuno. I don't know about thrive. I think they have a shot. We'll see. Forza Italia. Yeah, no problem, my friend. No problem. No problemo. Are you guys done chatting now? Have you guys asked all your questions? I finally made it to the bottom of the list. This is the first time that I've made it to the bottom of the list. If you are watching and you're wondering why you can't chat, why you can't put a comment in, that's because this show right here, the chat is only open to subscribers. It's a fun. Are you leaving, Sonia? I'm not done yet. We're just getting ready to just jump into the creator's corner. I don't know who's coming on. Cody may be coming on in about 7 minutes. I'll be making the call out there to the YouTube world. Creators, join the show. That was like a playback to Rocky. You know, when he's like, I'll call you. It was a doozy. It really wasn't. I didn't even think it was that big of a deal. And then things just kind of went ape crap on Twitter. It was like a Saturday I think it was a Sunday morning. I'm sleeping in, right? Had the rant show the night before. Wake up. And my phone's going crazy. People are pissed off at me because we platformed him and, this, that, and the other thing. I had to make a statement. And he goes around blocking everybody and cussing everybody out just because somebody said a boycott is a protest, which it is. And I thought he was supposed to be some kind of tough right-wing, guy, not a snowflake, but he got raging mad over somebody disagreeing with him on the definition of a protest. I don't understand it. You bore me, Daryl. Yes, you bore me. Anyway. How long do you think it will take to sign Tomiyasu? Any other club would have been done a couple weeks ago, but I can see it's dragging out. Yeah, it's pretty dumb, I think. Should have been done already. Should have been done already. Should have been done already. I don't know why. Just get done. You know what I mean? It's almost like shopping with my wife, man. Like she's always about, get this discount or that discount. Get this discount or that discount. I'm like, it's just $20. Just pay it. Just do it. This is a pain in the butt. I'm that kind of guy when it's a pain in the butt, I just pay the cash. You know what I mean? Right? Time is money. Time is money, gentlemen. Time is money. Right? People dealing with that contract is taking up their time, which is people that work for the club, working on that deal is taking up time. That time is costing us money. Get it done, move on to the next one. That's what I say. Get it done, get it done. Fingers crossed Kane gave us one more year, but let's wait and see. Cody says he's driving, so he's not going to move. Come on. Okay. Will, do you think that England should be reprimanded for their fans' behavior against Denmark? Fans like what? Like the laser in the eye? Not even sure that's a laser in the eye, because if that's a laser in the eye, it's a pretty damn cheap laser. To be that big on the side of somebody's face, you're talking like Walmart super cheap laser, right? Because if that's a laser, that should be a pinpoint, thing. Someone says she's not going anywhere. As of right wingers aren't snowflakes. I'm a libertarian, so I'm not left or right. But thank you. It could be an idea, or maybe a new character. We can do a new character as well on top of that. BJ is working on something new. I'm just waiting on supplies, man, and they haven't come in. It's really driving me nuts. I'm to the point where I'm almost gonna have to like redo an order. But yeah, I got some new stuff for BJ that I've got worked out. Prepared for the Koundé deal, fail into the last minute. Vestergaard transfer hype. Vestergaard, I'm not set on Vestergaard. What do you think of Cameron Carter-Vickers and Weston McKennie? Would Spurs benefit from their presence in the team? Carter-Vickers, no. Weston McKennie, absolutely. Yes, Mr. Ben Thompson. Kane scores a winning goal in the Euros. He became Sir Harry Kane. Levy increases. How's the size or quality of the laser? Because is it a laser? It's not a laser. A laser does not act in the way that act. I think it was more of a reflection off of something. Off of his shirt, light reflecting off his shirt with just fragments of whatever, an effect on his face. It's not a laser, right? I have green lasers, for folks that don't know, are more powerful than red lasers. And if a green laser is here and here without any reflecting in the eye at all, I don't know, man. It didn't, from the pictures I've seen, it didn't look like a laser. It did not look like a laser. At least the pictures that they have. $5 million apart on Tamiyasu. Levy tactics haven't helped us. I thought it was only 2. Still a freaking laser. Our powers love that. On the weekend. We better get to 1.5. We've been, it's been slow, Matt. I think it's been slow for everybody. Either that or people just don't like me. But it's been slow the last. We went up to like 120 or 1200 and then just kind of sat there for a bit. I mean, we're growing, but it's like we were growing like 10 people a day, and now it's sitting like at 4 or 5. A little bit slow during the Euros, to be honest with you guys. But thank you for those who always stick around with us. There's quite a few people watching right now, so if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. That'd be great. Hi, Maddie. To be fair, Howard pulled the ref aside at one point to say there was a laser in the crowd. Was 100% a laser. Could be. Could be. Is that what do we know that's what he said? Did anybody mention it in press conference after? I don't know. I haven't researched it a lot. I don't know. I'm skeptical because of the way that it appeared in the picture, right? That is a pretty wonkily weak laser. All right, creator folks, the link to join the show is in the THFCRants creator WhatsApp group. It's the last post there. For the friends on Twitter, I posted it early this morning, but I'll post it again because I'm sure it's been pushed way the heck down there. If you'd like to jump on the show, have a chat, I'm going to go ahead and open that up to people. And going on in, folks. Join. Oh, man. Anyway, until people jump on, we'll get back into answering questions here. Yes, you did. Add the horrible general. Arsenal trying to hijack our deal for pin. Look, dude, are you seriously? Are you going to go in for Arsenal? If you're someone who's been below us forever, no European football at all. They don't have any money either, so I'm not too worried about that, to be honest with you. Arsenal doesn't scare me anymore. I think we all still have PTSD from the days when they could actually steal players we wanted. Can Skip push Winks down the pecking order this season? Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, yes. Yes. We don't beg for money. We remind people that the option's available. Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think you're right. It has picked up lately, though. I would say the last few days it's jumped up. But I think I'm at 1,300 now. It should be. Should be at 1,300. Let's see. Viewer activity. I have to put another. Boom. $1.3. Oh, we're still at 12999. We need one subscriber to be officially at 1,300. We're at 12999. You guys do remember that when I do finally get to 2K, I am giving away 2 shirts from THFCRants.com. But yeah, for people that don't know, I do have a shirt store. And I don't have there it is. You can go to www.thfcrants.com. Get in there and get yourself a shirt. I'm still working on a BJ shirt. I'm trying to figure out one that'll work. I've tried some, which is like BJ's head. If that's what you guys want, like BJ's head, I thought it needed to be a little bit more funny. But I'm still working on, because I want the BJ one to be good, because I think that's going to be a thing. But yeah, that's another way. If you want to get something from your money, like physical in your hand, and still support the channel, that's a great way to do it too. Lots of different merch, stickers, wall posters, pants, shorts, shirts, masks, all kinds of good stuff. And yeah. Skip push Winks down the pecking order this season. Yes, you can. I already read that one. Yeah, I like you, Will. I like you too, Tony. I like all of you guys. All the people that are subscribed to my channel. I love you guys. Yeah, Bob says he's on 860 for weeks. Yeah, it's kind of hit a lull. If you guys aren't subscribed to Bob Sport TV, make sure you go do that. I'm sure you'll get some tonight, Bob. Hosting 9 at 9. Tonight. I think we kind of got the short end of that stick, though, Bob, didn't we? On the 9 at 9 stuff. During the slow weeks, we were the host. First 2 weeks, the show was. Hit that like if you want, Sir Harry Kane and President Will Stewart, and leave you out. It's Stewart. I'm not French, but thank you, Monster Ali. What's up, mate? Yeah, we got to get Bob to 1K. I agree, Hoiberg, the general. It was clear to me when the discussion was happening. I said way before any laser was seen on Schmeichel's face. Does that happen every week, though? Or just this time? Referring to Tamiyasu, lots of people say Paratici works on several deals at once, then chooses who he wants. Maybe Tamiyasu isn't first choice. Dangerous game to play, though. Feels like a recipe for losing out. It can, but it also can feel like you're not. It might be make feel like you're not desperate too. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's funny. There's a lot of people to hear that do like him though. So hey, if you like to watch this stuff, more power to you. Hearing people complain for 15 minutes every day tends to not be my cup of tea. I complain for 3 hours every day. Yeah. Big up, Will. Big up to yourself, Chris. Hoiberg, the general. Nobody coming on? I don't know, man. Where you guys at? Join. Join if you want to join. Stuart Such. New season isn't too far away. No sales or signings yet. We need to get a move on. That's true. We do. You can't get longer for the line. It costs $2 million. I know. Pretty bad. Pick up the general. Stuart with a U is French. That's why it was spelled with a U when the Royal Stuarts bloodline ended up being originally majority French. They grew up in French. There's no W in the French language, and therefore they start spelling it with a U. But yeah. So old school people with a more Scottish and English root spell it with an EW, and other folks who have a more of a French origin spell it with a U. It's the French spelling of Stuart. Yeah, right. Who is it? I missed a bunch of stuff. Well, I'm sure they'll give him his normal 2 weeks in between. It just means he'll come in late, so he'll just have to pick it up quick. He probably won't be involved in a lot of the preseason activity, the preseason friendlies, and all that jazz. Let me know where hell Harry Kane. How many current low quality players will Nuno ask Spurs to get rid of? Hopefully a bunch. They did come out today and say that Winks and Sissoko are for sale. So that's good. How many current I don't know about that. The last one on his channel. Like I said, I don't watch his stuff that often. I could do an impression of him, but I won't. Do I need to get in a battle with that guy? Do I need to get in a battle? It'd be funny, but it might piss off some people who actually like watching both people. So, Levy out, Will Stewart in. Take me with you, Will. I will. Take a look. Who's caught your eye that you really want Spurs? Leon Bailey, man. We need a right winger, dude. I have been really scared and worried at the fact that we have not been linked and or tied with any right wingers this window. Judging by his house backyard, doing something. I don't know how he makes money. First rumors were that we would sign Tomiyasu by the end of the week. Now we're signing him while he's at the Olympics. No, but we should be watching the Olympics. If you want to get a good view of him, a good shot of him, that would be a good place to do it. So make sure we watch that stuff. We are just for a proper defender. I think he's a good one. Regarding his beard, no, I don't. What did he do with his beard? Dude, I don't know if I can put peanut butter on a ribeye steak. To be honest with you, I tend to not put much of anything. Maybe a little garlic salt. Maybe a little bit of butter. Garlic butter. That's it, man. I don't put any steak sauce. I don't do any of that, dude. I like to taste the meat. I tend to eat my steaks rare, medium rare. And by rare, I mean it's like hot on the outside and room temperature on the inside. Raw. I hope Hoy Bear leadership doesn't go with his beard. Did he shave his beard? Did he even have a beard? That's not a beard. This is a beard. You're talking about his little tiny little chin strap thing? That's not a beard. Come on now. Peanut butter steak was like a saute sauce, and I've had it, and it's incredible. That's cool. That's cool. That's somebody else. Sacre bleu. Sunny's birthday today. Happy birthday, Sunny. 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 사랑하. I forgot. 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하합니다. 생일 축하. I don't even remember. I can't remember the middle part again. It's been a long time since I sang it in Korean. 우리 선이 생일 축하합니다. 우리 선이 생일 축하합니다. How would Matt and Dave be feeling? Grealish and Rice were Irish, and then now they're about to win the Euros with England. Yeah, that's gotta suck. That's gotta be a little thing on the kick in the boot. Ever try the sauce vid method for cooking steaks? I don't know. Don't know. 안녕하세요, 고구마님. 오랜만이에요. 예, 감사합니다. I try not to miss shows. Thank you for the super sticker as well. I appreciate it. Go vegan. Well, I'm not vegan. I'm not even a vegetarian. I do eat meat. You think that's an actual thing? You think that's an actual thing? But yeah, that's funny. All right, so we do have a guest that just popped in the back. Let's bring him on here. Let's get rid of this stuff. I was getting tired anyway. None of you guys, but just kind of doing the same thing for the last 2 hours and 18 minutes, or hour and 18 minutes. But let's add him in here. Go to our creators corner soundboard. I wish I had the Rocky theme in here. I'd do that, but I don't. Mr. Marcelo, long time no see, my friend. How you doing? You're muted though, fella. Yeah, maybe get the audio input selected the wrong way.
There we go. Can you hear me?
I can, man. You are here now.
All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? How are we doing? How are we doing?
Gotcha. It just didn't fit for some reason, David. Sorry, Marcel. I don't know why. It normally fits, but it didn't fit today.
Everybody's asking for a rant. I'm not a ranting mood. You know, Brazil's in the final. We're playing some pretty decent football. It's hopefully we win it. It's gonna be a big final. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for that one. You know, versus our rivals Argentina. The game we all hate to lose. But that one is gonna be good. That one's gonna be fired. But we're talking about Harry Kane.
Yeah, we're just kind of talking about what this is Q&A show, so I just kind of usually throw out a first topic that just kind of sparks the conversation in the chat, and people do it. But before we get rolling into that, we do have another man who we need to bring in here. So because it is the Creators Corner, oh, where'd you go? You can't just like jump in the back, and then when I'm about to bring you on, jump off.
Oh, that's always unfortunate. Always unfortunate. Maybe the big stage was a little bit too much. You saw, you know, the man himself, the myth, the legend.
Yes, but this is Creators Corner. There's other YouTubers are the only ones that get the link to this show. So
yeah, it's true. Although I'm technically not a YouTuber, so I technically
you
am
are
cheating.
a creator. You're a contributor. Right?
Yeah, true.
Well, you have creator contributors, and then you have creators, and you're a creator contributor. So tomato, potato.
But with Harry Kane, man, I think if he wins the Euros, though, I don't think he's gonna leave. You know, I think he's gonna stay. Well,
I think he's going to stay regardless. I really do. I think Daniel Levy's not going to let him go.
yeah, but I think he's gonna stay by his own accord. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I think if he loses it, he's gonna want to leave. He's gonna ask for it.
Yeah.
Also,
it could be true. I think that if he wins the Euro, it might also too kind of give him a. I think I said this last time. It might give him a little bit of an out, where he can say, "Oh, I've got a trophy now. Yeah, we'll stick it out one more year." And but I think he wants to leave regardless. I think he personally wants to leave regardless.
I don't blame him. Honestly, I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
I mean, like, we haven't even gotten any advanced talks yet so far, right? Like, who have we gotten like, honestly, I haven't even been paying to this transfer market. I've been watching Brazil. I've been keeping Spurs out of my mind for the summer. I told everybody that I'm gonna leave Spurs out of my mind. So I haven't even
hasn't been a lot of news, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try this one more time, and if you jump off again, after I already throw up the intro and the music, I'm gonna kick you in the nutsack next time I see you. But Bob.
Sorry, mate.
Bobby. Long time no see, Bobby. How are we doing?
I know, mate. I know you've been caught up with work, and I've started new work, and then I've not had much to talk about regarding Spurs. You've been watching the
been
Copa
dead, man.
America. It's been busy, man.
Yeah.
It's been busy. It's been busy, and then we've got the Euros. Been
How are you
crazy,
feeling?
but,
How are you feeling? You got to a final. Good,
yeah,
right?
my health needed it. So but yeah, it's it's. I've had faith in Southgate right from the off, and I'm not just saying that. The guys in the stream, everyone will.
No, you
will
have.
tell
No,
you
you
how
said it. I remember the chat. You always stick up for him.
that's it, and I think
I don't though.
as I know, as the tournament has got on, we've got stronger, and for me, putting all my bias to one side, I think we're looking the strongest team in the tournament. So I feel we're the favourites for the final, which can work against us, but I do believe we've got the making of beating a very strong, the strongest side we're going to face, the Italian side. But I've got full confidence in our boys.
It's gonna be a tough game, but I think you have a better defense than Italy. But to be fair, and I'm not trying to say this discredit England. When you reach a final, you reach a final. For me, you beat the opponents that are in front of you. The opponents that are in front of you are there because of merit, and I always say that. But in my opinion, I felt like Italy had a harder run than you guys, so maybe that's why the performances was shaky. But
that's fair.
I gotta say though, I think this is definitely your best shot. I think this
100%.
squad it's so talented for England. 100%. I think your defense is also going to be the key to winning. The fact that you guys are tough to concede is going to be very key.
Yeah. Talking of defense, obviously I'm assuming you've seen the Copa America pretty much all of it.
100%.
How's Sanchez done? Because I've had some good reports about him.
You see, he's always good when he plays for Colombia, but the thing is, it's always a lapse of concentration with the guy. We always know this. He can be good. He can play very good for 90 minutes. The one I've been impressed with the most is Lo Celso. I mean, Lo Celso has been insane this tournament. Whenever he has, whenever that kid has played, he has been insane. And it changed my mind about the guy. If he can show half of that for the Spurs team, we got a baller, man. He is absolutely a top player. But with Sanchez, in my opinion, no, he's still the same guy. He'll play good for 80 minutes, but then one lapse of concentration. When the thing with Sanchez is when the pressure is really on him. When it's the final minute, Casemiro scores a goal. The penalty. When the pressure is on him, he crumbles. He has a very soft underbelly. But
sounds good. We got another guy back here, so.
Hello.
Come on, let's go.
Ginty's in the house. He says he's living in darkness. So he's pulling Mr. K today, which is totally fine, man. Totally fine.
Bless him. He's had migraine all day, so he's probably not feeling 100%. But I was just going to send you a message, Ginty. I might need you, but never mind.
He said he was. I don't know if he still is, but he said he was possibly available. So.
Yeah.
But how's it going, everybody? I have to be right back. Somebody's ringing the doorbell, and I don't know who it is, and they won't go away. So, not my kids because they're not in school. So
kicked them out.
It's might be a Jehovah's Witness or something, but I will go take care of it.
Okay.
And I will be right back. You guys chitter chat. Just don't get me kicked off YouTube.
Right, that stupid. No, it's right. Do you think? I know we got. So, do you think we possibly save a bit of money if Lo Celso brings his form to Tottenham? Can you see him performing like that?
I can. No. I really can. I think. He was unlucky with injuries last season, and with this season, if he is fit, listen. There's a couple players I'm willing to give a blank slate this season, and that's Nobele, Lo Celso. I think And Ndombele, there's still a baller in that. And there,
Oh,
I
definitely.
just get very wound up with Ndombele is because he is a very talented player, but he's just
Yeah.
not giving the best. And that for me is the
Yeah.
most infuriating thing. Same with Dele
Yeah.
Alli. But with me, Dele Alli, for me, there's no, I don't see any clean slating with that guy. But I think Gio's, he can definitely turn up this summer if he is fit. If he stays fit, I think he can be a big player for us.
I think the
I don't
reason
know
why
about Dele Alli.
I don't know what you think,
There you go.
Jinty. I don't know what you think, but I think the reason why we're finding it so hard to let Ali go is because we've seen him what he can do. We've
Yeah,
seen
that's
him.
what I was
It might
gonna
have been
say,
2 or
man,
3
like-
years. We've seen
Like
him.
you're
at
saying, how
peak.
there's no way we'll be okay with Dele Alli. I think Dele Alli is probably the one that the majority of fans will be like, we've seen them good, so they will give him a bit of an easier
but-
time. I mean, they've been giving him such an easy time for the last 2.5 seasons, man.
That's it.
It's been
For me,
longer
it's
than
like
that. It's been
Marcelo
for
said,
3
too long.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
too
been
long.
too long.
It's too long. And it's not like, for me, it's not like it's bad form. I think with Gio, it's just unlucky, injuries and stuff like that. It's unlucky. With Ndombele, as soon as he gets a stride going, sometimes something happens. Either it's with the manager or something, or it's here. But you can work that. But I think with Dele Alli, it's different. He let Poch down, the guy who made him. He let Mourinho down, the guy who gave him so many chances after chances. And I don't see anything that he's doing right now that makes me say, you know what, this guy, he's on the right track. He's
Right.
trying to improve. I've seen that from Ndombele and Lo Celso. And with Dele, you see he only really seems to care about Fortnite and his new hairstyle. And that's about it, man. It doesn't seem like football is his number one interest right now.
Do you
It
feel
doesn't.
like he's going to become one of those what could have been?
Oh, I think so. I think he
Do you
already
think
is.
he's going to be Ravel Morrison 2.0? Because I don't know if you ever have you ever heard of Ravel Morrison, Marcelo?
I feel like no.
No, he was this player. He's
Yeah.
this player who's apparently has this unbelievable talent and he did have one great goal. Obviously, it was against Spurs when he was playing
Spurs,
for West Ham.
Yeah.
But it was he was this unbelievable player. Alex Ferguson said he's the best player he's ever seen, and it was
Yeah.
Alex Ferguson.
Fergie,
Yeah.
Fergie said he was the
every
best player who's ever managed.
Yeah, every player who's played with him says he's an unbelievable talent on the training ground, but he just never, due to his own lifestyles and stuff like that, just never seemed to go anywhere.
To be fair,
He's still
Ali
only
has
27.
achieved a lot more. Yeah. Ali's achieved a lot more than what Ravel Morrison did. Representing his own
That's
country,
true.
won awards. So
Did he used to play for West Ham?
Yeah.
Oh,
Goal
okay. I
against
think
us.
I know.
Goal.
I think
Watch
I know.
his
I
goal
think I know who you're
again.
talking about. I
The
think I know
guy
who
who
you're
just
talking
skinned about 3 players and just the touch on him was just
Yeah, my
So
memory is
Jackie-
very, very poor.
Very good interview.
Yeah.
Very good interview with Rio Ferdinand as well. Actually, he regrets. But Jinty, are you not feeling well, or is it purely down to the fact watching Great England getting to the final yesterday? Has that got anything to do with it?
Maybe it's just the stress of thinking that it might finally come home.
Put your biasness to one side. Jinty. More you, Jinty. Look at the game. I'm assuming you watched the game yesterday. How did you observe the game? Putting all the bias to one side, mate. As a game, England v Denmark. How did you see it? Because for me, if I put it all to one side, we were way the better side. We were way the better side.
100%.
But how did you see it?
I can kind of see what you're talking about. I think the way it was set up, it seemed to suit England because the Danes seemed a bit. It's Braithwaite, mate. Braithwaite he's not scored a goal. He never scored a goal. It's like you need a striker who scores, man. And they're always relying on him kind of breaking up play. But if he doesn't break up play, he doesn't. Yeah.
I gotta say this though, Bobby. One thing I am concerned about England, if Braithwaite didn't mess up so many of those touches on the counter, because every time, if you notice, when Denmark were on the counter, they looked lethal until they gave the ball to Braithwaite in the final third, and his first touch failed him yet again.
Yeah.
I think with Italy, That's going to be a problem because who they have? They have is it Immobile and then
Chiesa, Immobile, Immobile.
yeah, and they have some
Chiesa,
ballers.
brilliant.
Yeah, Chiesa, some ballers
Insigne.
up front there. Yeah,
Insigne, but I think the thing that really, if I was an England fan I would be worried at was the fact that as soon as you got the second goal, he went defensive. He took off these players and brought on these other players, but you actually looked like you were being defensive instead of just trying to go kill the game and attack. Because like when you were attacking, you had them in their box, for the majority of it. But then you decided we're one goal ahead. Let's sit back and defend this lead. And you took him off the gas a bit, and they don't play like that. I
kind of disagree.
I think the last 15 minutes. Yeah.
No, the last 15 minutes I'm talking about. When they were 2-0 up, they're like, okay, let's just take this 2-0 lead. This one goal lead. Sorry.
Yeah, game management. Yeah. If Spain had done that, we all would have been, saying what a fantastic.
Well, no, I'm saying
Brazil does that all. Brazil does that all the time.
Was actually score a goal. But you look the better. You like why. If you have them stuck in their box, right, when you're attacking, why do you not go and attack and get this third goal?
Because what I thought it was a perfect game plan. You got the second goal. Denmark legs were obviously tired. Give them the ball, they're going to make mistakes. And in fact, Denmark didn't even create anything when they had the ball. It was England on the counter. In fact, I thought Sterling messed up a lot of chances. I thought you guys, you could have had 3 after that. You guys hit them on a counter so fast, and that's what Brazil does. If that was Brazil doing that, you just say that's just another typical performance. We scored a goal. We tire out your legs. Once your legs are tired, we'll give you the ball, let you mess up, hit you in a counter, end the game, done. It's all about being clinical in the final third for England.
All I hope is come Sunday, fans are get their pockets searched for laser pointers, mate. That's all I care about.
Big ado about nothing. It's. Will, I
could have blinded the guy. To be fair, mate, right? You can't.
No, wait. We've seen it. When laser pens first came out. Will, you were asking earlier. Is it a common thing? It was, mate. It was there was a time in the Premier League where I think nearly every game. When they first came out about 10 years ago, I think it was nearly every game where you had a laser pen and all this and that to be public announcements and all sorts. So no, it's nothing new. And let's be honest, no one's made a big hoo-ha out of it. Nothing's come out of the Danish side, and about all this thing about 2 balls on the pitch. There was nothing illegal about it. It wasn't interfering in play. A penalty was a penalty. It was the clearest penalty I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know about that. Hey, look, Bobby. Listen. Embrace it. As a South American, right? When people are like, "Oh, that's a clear dive," I'm like, "It is." What are you gonna do about it? Yeah. What are you gonna do? And then it's a goal. It's just
there was a touch. It was
a touch, but it was the softest penalty I've ever seen in my life.
Anyone would do.
I don't think he would have. Well, I mean, it is Sterling, so he probably would have gone down with just the little flick on the back of the boot that he got from the first guy. But the second one was definitely a touch. So I don't know what people are on about. Either way, the guy impeded his progress. So the second guy, rather.
Knee on knee. Yeah.
Can we all just agree, though? Like, no matter if you support whoever,
I'm talking about the hip check.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what a weekend for sportsmen. You've got on Saturday a Conor McGregor fight, and then you've got the Euro fight, and then you've got the Euros, and then you've got the Copa America.
Copa America.
Copa America's on Saturday.
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh, it said Sunday for me. That's 1
a.m. Sunday morning for us.
Yeah.
So I could watch the Copa America final and then watch the Conor McGregor.
No, it's Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So that means it's like
1 a.m.
1 a.m. for you guys. Yeah.
So Sunday morning we've got the Copa.
So you're gonna be streaming that.
I wanted to, but I'm probably gonna be in Atlanta this weekend. Looking for.
If you want me to, I can stream it for you. Watch along.
Yeah, if you want to do one, I'll set it up for you.
You guys see me mad. Although, I don't know. I think I might watch it with my dad because I've been watching the whole tournament with my dad. I don't want to ruin the good luck.
Of course, don't ruin that.
I apologise. It's only yesterday I watched your stream, Will, with Marcelo and I think it was Eugene. of Mexico, USA.
What a game!
Oh my
That game was
God.
amazing, dude.
What a
You
game!
were crying. Will was crying. I'm sure he was. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I don't think I was crying, but man, that was.
It's a trophy. It's a
Even
trophy.
if you weren't the U.S. U.S. fan, I mean, that game just in general, it's got to be the
It's
best
brilliant.
game of the year so far. So
I watched the stream, then I watched the match highlights, so I knew what you guys were on about. But oh my God, that was an experience. It was one of those things that you think, oh, I wish I was there. I don't know if you've seen the We Are Tottenham guys video that they've sent out from yesterday. It was one of those things that I wish I'd gone. I wish I was there. I don't think the heart would have been able to
yeah,
take it,
for
so
sure.
good
But
job.
we've got another friend in the back that I need to bring on here. So let's roll the intro.
Yes, you had, kid.
Thanks, guys.
It's Gia
Yes, you
Kid.
had. Oh, you were there as well. Yeah, you were there as well, weren't
Yeah.
you, for that stream? Yeah.
She watched a grown man cry.
That game was amazing.
He's a Spurs fan, Genty. All grown men cry when they're sports Spurs. Don't worry about it.
That's true.
It's all good. You kid, England through. You're a big supporter of England, aren't you?
I mean, I'm American, but I have something with England. I don't know what. I think it would have to be Harry Kane. I think
Yeah, it's a Spurs connection.
I want Harry Kane to win a trophy so badly. That guy
Even
deserves a trophy.
Genty secretly supports England.
Don't you dare say such.
You know, I'm not a big fan of England myself. I'm not, to be honest. I'm kind of with the Genty boat. No offense, Bobby. It's just
No,
I love some of the English fans, especially the Spurs ones. You know, the Spurs ones are my brothers, but the other English fans I cannot stand them. You know, like the Chelsea ones, the Arsenal ones, the United. They're just so cocky, so arrogant.
Right.
Yeah.
It kills me.
No, it's all good. I do want to see Brazil win, by the way. So just to
Fair enough.
make
I do
feel-
want you to
make
see.
feel even worse.
I know. I do. At the same time, I do want you guys to win the final. I don't like Italy either.
No. But Brazil are favourites, aren't they?
Oh, it's gonna be a tough game. There's no favorites.
I mean, Brazil. Yeah,
50-50.
Brazil's gotten a lot worse ever since that 2018 World Cup. I think.
I wouldn't say. I think we've gotten more defensive. The thing is, we've been winning, but it's just the thing is, people are used to a certain expectation with Brazil, where it's like went 3-0, you know, dominant, beautiful samba football. We're a much different team than our past teams. We're more pragmatic. We will score a goal. We will, sit back. We will, counter. And that's just, for some people, that's just unusual with Brazil. But we've been winning, and we haven't lost since 2018. In fact, our record looks better than our 2018 record.
Yeah.
So,
we can't afford Tim Vickery, who's like the South American greatest thing. But is there anyone within the Argentinian or Brazilian squad who you think is achievable by Spurs, or certainly someone that we should look at?
well, that's a great question. Honestly,
Thank you. Will's obviously busy, so I'll do his job for him.
there's
Middle
there's
of my
Lucas,
work day, man.
if there's someone that we should go for, honestly, it's been Paquetá. Lucas Paquetá. He's been looking fantastic this tournament. When he first came to AC Milan, he didn't look good, and he looked like he was going to be another flop. But honestly, since he joined Lyon, he's looked. I think he's in Lyon. Yeah, he upped his level, man. He's looked very good, and that's a guy that's definitely achievable by Spurs. Also, I would have the thing is most
defenders.
Defenders.
How do you
Well,
see
we could have had Militao, but we blew it.
Yeah.
We blew it.
How do you say his name?
Militao.
No. The guy from Lyon.
Oh, Lucas Paquetá.
Paquetá.
I've been saying Paqueta this whole time, mate. I've been living that life.
Paquetá.
He's looked solid, man.
Yeah.
Is it?
But he's not really what we need. That's the thing, We already have enough midfielders. The issue is right now.
Is Foyth there? For Argentina?
Foyth for Argentina? Honestly, I don't. I haven't been following Argentina that much. I think he has been, but let me see. I think he played last game, if I remember correctly. I remember watching last game, but Foyth looks good. Actually, no, it hasn't been Foyth. It has been Molina that's been playing.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Molina. Yeah, but Foyth has looked. I think Foyth looked good with Villarreal, but again, I don't think he's the guy that's going to take us to the next level. I think I'm not gonna lie. I think Nicholas Tagliafico has looked pretty good. I think he's looked pretty solid, honestly. He's a yeah.
Well, I got
from
to interrupt here. You can't be so harsh against your mother-in-law now. Come on now. I like my mother-in-law.
Who said that? Who's what?
Cody.
All
What's going on? But his mother-in-law is visiting. I'm probably gonna get him in trouble because she can probably hear him if he's watching.
I know. I was going to say that. You've mentioned
Whoops. My bad.
I've heard nothing but good things from Cody about his mother-in-law.
What's that famous anagram? What's that famous anagram for mother-in-law? You're gonna have to Google it. Someone's gonna have to get a computer. There's a famous anagram for mother-in-law, and it's not very respectable.
You ever heard of an antigram?
Antigram, no.
No, it's an anagram that is the opposite of what it is. So, a volunteer fireman. No, it means the opposite of what exactly you're saying. So, there's an antigram, which is a volunteer fireman, and you can switch it round to I never run to a flame. See?
So, Aaron Dunn has a question, I guess. Yeah, no, let's also
Woman Hitler.
That's it.
The anagram.
Yeah, Woman Hitler. That's the one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it's pending approval, mate.
Yeah, let's not use the H word on stream. That'll get us demonetized real quick.
Well, who's the one that made me say it? And then as soon as I saw it, I just had to say it, man. Like, it just came out.
And then we should fuck up. Seriously, you should do this. Big up Bob. I was going to say Bob's better there.
Pick up myself.
Let me ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this, guys. Who do you think we're going to sell and who do you think we're going to buy this summer? For Spurs?
No one and no one.
There's a difference between who I think we're going to buy and who I think we're going to sell and who we are going to sell and who we are going to buy. Because obviously I would want to buy, I wanted to sell the Deadwood.
Well, it's not what you want. I'm just saying, like, who do you think, like, try to be Daniel Levy right now. Who do you think he's going to, if you were Daniel Levy, who do you think he's going to sell? Like,
One word I've heard, thing I've actually heard from Fabrizio Morano and Alistair Gold drop a hint that the Spurs people are saying is Moussa Sissoko. They're the only actual name that have said that they're going to try and sell him on.
I think he'll sell Aurier.
I think he has to. I think Aurier. I think Sissoko. Unfortunately, I think Dyer's going to stay. I think honestly, I think all the English players are going to stay. I don't think Ewings, Dyer. I don't think any of those people are going anywhere.
What worries me is the whole clean slate thing. All right, I'm coming in, give everyone a clean slate. That's what worries me.
It's bullshit, and I'm seeing it already from the fans.
Yeah.
And then people they call me negative. People call me negative, call me Marcelo, but it's just facts. It's just fact. Like, you cannot tell me this squad. If this squad stays, we're not going to end up in 10th place. We're going to be mid-table. We're going to become a mid-table side, and our fans need to realize this sooner or later. You cannot tell me, Bergwijn is a good player. I get that he's young. But just because you're young doesn't mean you're a good player or a good footballer.
What did you think of did you watch the training video I put out?
All those guys there are bums who couldn't make the national team. That's what I saw. Our bums who could not make the national team. That's all I saw. Get them all out. Get that. If you're there,
apart from a few of them were loans coming back. Let's not be.
no, true. Obviously, you know, Sessignon,
young players.
you know,
Yeah.
Skippy, the young
Dave
ones.
Scarlett were there. You'll say he's a
Yeah.
bum.
No. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Those guys, you know, the you know, I
Older
love the
ones.
guy to death, but the Moras, you know, the you know,
Not really.
Bergwijn's, you know, Bergwijn's 23, can't make it into his national team, and people want to tell me he's good. 23 years old,
Thank you.
Prime of his career.
Thank you. Thank
prime
you.
of his career. Can't even make it in the national team. And you know, it's
Yeah.
not like Netherlands are really that good right now.
Yep.
The Holland
Right.
is not that
Yeah.
good, and they
I
can't,
think they
he
need
can't even
to-
make it into that team.
He needs to
Oh,
sort himself out mentally. He just needs to be a
He
bit.
needs to
mentally
go,
strong, 'cause
bro.
That Liverpool,
he needs to
that
go.
Liverpool game took so much out of him, and it shouldn't do. It shouldn't do.
But that's a loser,
I think-
Bobby. But that for me, that's the
that's-
mentality of a loser. Like,
It's a
like
paper tiger, man.
you know, like
what?
everybody has their downs. Everybody has their downs, right? Harry Kane has missed, you know, goals where he should have scored, you know, and especially in the big moments. You know, the Zagreb game comes to mind. You know, Sonny have missed important goals. You know, everybody has
Yeah,
missed important
right.
goals.
You're right.
But a winner picks himself up. He is a loser. The fact that he went missing, you couldn't find him in a milk carton for the whole season because of one bad game. And I
Yeah.
understand he got abused. Nobody deserves abuse. But because of that, he went missing. I don't want anyone like with that mentality near my team. That is what's wrong with Spurs right now.
Yeah.
Everybody
I would
shell
say
shock FC, bro. We're
Yeah,
shell shock
yeah.
FC.
absolutely, and I think he does need.
But
to
before we
sort
go,
out
I
himself
got
out.
to interrupt a little bit here
Go on.
because you got Gogama here with a 3,000 won super sticker, and then she's like, "Don't change, Marcel. We appreciate you." And then
Big
she
up.
puts in Korean. So if you ever want to know how to say "I'm telling you, bro" in Korean, it's literally "I'm telling you, bro," written in
There you
Korean. So
Oh, that's awesome.
you go.
Come on. Let's
Yeah,
go.
well,
Go, go,
I love
you
go.
Goguma.
screenshot that later
Yeah,
on.
let's
you
go.
I
know.
love Goguma's
Yeah,
emojis.
Gogoma. Well, I
And
need to get.
Mm.
God, I need to get my stream sorted because I've just remembered I've done nothing for it. So, yeah, 9 at 9. Make sure you're there. Oh, Will, bring your 2 sheets of paper, one with agree, one with disagree on it. You're gonna need that first of all.
And then people telling me, oh, you know, like, listen, man, you know, these players are human. I understand that they're human. You know, like when people were slating Sonny when he was having bad games, I was the one that was like saying, hold on a second, guys, this guy's done incredible stuff for us. He's just going through a bad patch. You know, it happens. I
Yeah.
just can't tolerate quitting, dude. I can't tolerate quitters, guys that just have a quitting mentality, that cave under pressure. I can't tolerate that. I absolutely despise that.
Do you know,
I
Marcelo?
think
The
what-
thing is, when you go, home you go.
So I'm going to go anyway. I was saying I don't think Bergwijn fortunately for him, I don't think he's top of the list that we're going to be getting rid of. So he has got that chance to turn it around because I don't think he's going to be at the top of the list to move
He's not
on.
going to turn it around. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but we don't. That's the thing, isn't it? We just don't know. We're expecting Ndombele. Well, I'm one of Ndombele's biggest fans. I really hope he turns it around because I believe he can be one of the best midfielders in the world. But it's
He
down
can.
to him. It's down to him. It's down to that. It's down to his belly. It's down to everyone in the squad to have that mental capacity to turn it around and become the best. Because there's some people in there who can certainly turn it around. But I'm off. I need a diet, and I also need to sort out my stream for tonight. See you later.
Catch you later. Bye.
See you later, mate.
Thank you, Bob, for jumping on and
You're
joining us for our little chitty chat that we have after the show. Thanks for jumping off, Bob.
But yeah,
Mid sentence.
Can I ask you something then? Did any of you see the kickoff video about what they think Spurs are going to be like next season?
Honestly, I absolutely agree with everything they said.
I haven't
gonna
seen
be-
it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
Basically, all going to say we're going to be 10th.
Yeah,
And,
we probably
we're gonna
will.
struggle to
Nah.
get 10th.
We
No.
probably will. We will. If we don't
No.
listen, if that guy up there, right, that bastard that runs our club, and I'm trying to contain my language here. If that guy right there doesn't do anything, doesn't get top defenders in like Kouande, doesn't get an Anderson, doesn't get anything, and he bottles it like he bottles it every time we get, close to a big player. If he doesn't dig his pockets and start selling these players and buy some quality, we're gonna end up 10th. No matter with Kane, with Son, it doesn't matter.
Right.
This defense will not get any better. It will only get worse. These players will not get any better. They will only get worse. Sissoko's only going to get worse. Dyer's only going to get worse. Sanchez is only going to get worse. Aurier is going to only get worse. Davies is only going to get worse. Like, it goes on and on, man. And then also we got, we're not going to get Bale back, who was, by the way, our third top scorer, a guy that, we should have been fighting to try to keep, but then fans want to keep Bergwijn more than Bale because he's young. Like, this is the thing. It's like almost people don't watch fucking football, man. It's like goals are the things that wins you games. Just because you're young and you have pace doesn't mean you're a good footballer. I was young. I had pace at one point, right? Like, it doesn't mean you're a good footballer. You need the know-how. You need the ability to, send that nice little curve, that through ball, the ability in the final third. That's what Bale had. That's what Bergwijn lacks. Just a winner's mentality, a trophy winner, man. A 4-time Champions League winner. And we would rather let him go to keep Bergwijn. Absolutely disgraceful, man. This guy's
yeah, go on.
No, go on, you kid.
Yeah, I think Kane is a perfect example for that because in that exact same Liverpool game, he also missed an open header. I don't know if you remember it. One right in front of the goal, and he bounced back, and he ended up being the top goal scorer in the season, top assister. He's had many of those moments.
He's a winner, lad. He's a winner. He has a winning mentality and a team that has a losing mentality.
Yeah,
that's the issue. Him and Son are the only winners in our team.
Yeah, I remember one time he said a quote, every time he misses a shot, he thinks in his head that it's great because there's a bigger possibility that he'll make the next one. That's the mentality that a winner has. And Bergwijn just lacks that mentality 100%.
Yeah, I don't know about Son, mate. I don't know about Son. You have to... You saw that Carabao Cup, mate. No. But you saw him solder about for 5 minutes before. It's 1-0 down, and I've seen him. His head dip quite a lot. I don't think he's got the same. I think that's what makes him streaky is that he loses his. He's a bit of a confidence player, and then he goes on a run and does amazing, and then he has a few bad games, and it takes him a couple of games.
But he comes back.
It takes him a couple of games back. It takes Harry Kane is a different level.
He only went 3 games without scoring or assisting a goal. That's not that many games.
I suppose, yeah. But
and then in the Carabao Cup final, if you're gonna in the Carabao Cup final, look, if your whole team doesn't show up, you better expect your big players aren't going to show up. Because who do you think? If you're Pep Guardiola, I'm sorry, Ginty. If you're Pep Guardiola, right? Who are your 2 main players that you're going to be concerned with in that Spurs squad? Who are you going to rotate your defense around?
Mm-hmm.
Kane and Son. Those are the 2 guys you almost automatically go in and you expect to be neutralized.
Okay.
And it's up for your team to be able to stretch out the defense to where you can allow them to play freely. Same thing with Messi. This has happened to Messi many times. 2 men cannot carry a team. Messi in the semifinals, Klopp figured out a way to neutralize Messi, and his team could not find a way to unlock him, to free him.
Right.
And if you can't free your best player, it's pointless, man. The game is gone.
But right. Okay, I'll raise you the fact that you've watched the season, right? And you've watched it the start of the season where you would watch Son run and take on a man and then score worldies against Arsenal, but finesse shots from 30 yards, right?
That's Arsenal. That's not City.
No. But I'm saying you've seen him. You run and take on a person. He'll run and take on a man, right?
Yeah, but
and
a final is different.
The second half of the season, mate. In the second half of the season, I don't know how many times I saw it, but the ball would come to him and he would slow down and he would stop. And then he would slow down the whole momentum.
Well, he's human.
And then pass it back. But I'm saying that's what I'm talking about. Those confidence things happen with him. I'm saying Kane's on another level. But
he's just tired. Kane, there's been games where Kane, oh my God, he's looked like a zombie, man. And I'm like, he's dead tired. True. He can't play. I think what was it? The Sheffield game. In the Wolves game. Oh my God, that Wolves game. He looked.
I love right now. I just want to have everyone else. I love Son, right? but I don't. I think he's a streaky player, mate. I think he's a little bit more susceptible to having a bad game and then taking a while to recover. But yeah, you've got a nice
No,
wee
and
super chat there.
and that is somewhat true. That is somewhat true.
Yeah, and you're talking about Son, and you're talking about Bale, about the age. Son is also 29.
Yeah.
Actually, today's his birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, today's
Yeah.
actually his birthday.
His birthday, yeah, it's his birthday.
So,
What's that say?
Yeah, 29 for Koreans though is like 25 for normal people.
Yeah, he's extremely fit.
yeah.
I mean, just even Koreans in general tend to be far more. And I think they have one of the lowest BMIs of any country in the world, and one of the lowest obesity rates and all that stuff. So I mean, they just tend to be. They eat well. They just tend to age slower.
They don't
Not
support
like
him.
not like us Americans or Brazilians. So we tend to we age quite fast.
They don't support Tottenham, I don't think. Because if they supported Tottenham, they lose their hair at 11. I think I'm gonna lose my hair next year.
You're gonna end up looking like me when you're going into high school. Will we got a super chat here from Mari from the Football Show Spurs edition with the $5, and that's US dollars. So Mari, if you ever want to come on one of our US shows, you are welcome. If you are that, we will regret getting rid of a talented Bergwijn. Reminds me of United getting rid of Depay, and he balled at Lyon. Not Nuno. Let Nuno properly sort him out.
So they got rid of Depay. Who's their striker now? Cavani, right? They had also Lukaku. You know, you can get rid of players and get better players, in my opinion. You know, sure, you're always gonna miss out on the player. Like for example, Chelsea. You know, they got rid of Salah, but people were like, oh, but look at them, they could have had Salah. But maybe Salah at that time wasn't what Chelsea needed, and it wasn't, because you know what, they got rid of Salah and won the league. They got rid of De Bruyne and won the league. So maybe it wasn't what they needed at the time. And then you can never. There's no magic ball that lets you know whether a player is going to be this or that in the future. Sometimes a player is just not also fit for a club. Sometimes a player is not right for a system. And for me, I don't think Bergwijn is a fit for us right now.
Yeah.
He's just not the player that screams out Spurs. He needs to get sold. We can get better players out there that we need right now.
Also,
I think we need to turn him into a wingback.
Bergwijn?
yeah, you've said that, man, and I've told, I argued those stats with you, man. Like, he doesn't have the stats to say that.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Jim.
No, because I heard
He hasn't been playing wingback, so why would he have wingback stats?
Every person's first argument to defend him is, oh, he does the defensive duties and tracks back. But that's all he does, is he tracks back, mate. He just sits there and watches.
What I'm saying is, he hasn't been playing as a wingback, so you can't say that he couldn't have better defensive stats as a
so you've got a
wingback.
guy who's been playing attacking winger his whole life and is struggling at it now at this level. So you think, I'll put him into a position that he's never played, and he doesn't have the stats to show that he can play like that. You think that's going to help him?
Sure, with coaching.
In my opinion,
It'll take about years.
No.
Listen,
Easier position to play.
Listen, we gotta start being ruthless right now, right? The guy's been here for 2 years. He scored 3 goals. That's the same amount as Toby.
Don't
that's
you dare say
that's
that.
The same
He's
amount.
actually scored 4 goals, mate.
4 goals,
3.
my bad. 4 goals. That's the same amount as Toby has, man. I think Toby scored around 4 goals in
He's only been here
last
2 years, though.
But
a year and a half.
That's more than Lamella. Lamella should be our first priority to get him out.
No, sell Lamella. No, I'm not saying we gotta sell the dead. We gotta sell all these guys, bro. All these guys gotta go. Like Pereira is right there. West Brom, they got it relegated. We can get him for a good price. The guy scored about 13 to 14 Premier League goals. Baller, played for a relegation side and still did that. Crazy stats. And we're gonna let him go because of fucking Bergwijn. No, seriously, it's time to be cold-blooded. It's time to not, have a little bit less of this and a little bit this. Just your stats are not good enough. You have 2 years. If your stats don't fit the part, get out. Bye-bye. On a new player, better player. Thank you. We can get Pereira I would say, since West Brom doesn't look like they're going to go up next season, and it looks like, they're going to stay down for a while, we can get him for a good price. We can sell Bergwijn, take a little bit of a loss, and get him for the good price. It's just like this club like any other club, right? Any other club, Chelsea, United, even Arsenal, bro. Like any of these other clubs, Bergwijn would have gotten the rope, bro. This kid would have been out of there in a season, bro. He would have been butchered by those fans. Are you kidding me? Those fans would have given him, and the same thing with Dyer. You think anybody wouldn't already put the hangman's, deal on Dyer, bro? The first thing Dyer would have been if he went to Chelsea, he would have been sent out on a loan and then sold, bro. Any other club would sell these players. These players would not stay in any other top 6 club except for Tottenham Hotspur, retirement home FC. Feel good FC, bro. That's what we are. We are feel good FC. We're not trophy FC. We're not glory FC. We're not, trying to win stuff FC. We're a feel good safe zone FC. That's what this club has turned to, bro. If you're shit, you're crap, and you want to play for a top side, come play for Spurs. That's the message we're sending out.
And then what about Mr. Endom Belly? Before we get into that conversation, just want to remind people that you can like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That's the only way to get involved in today's chat. It is a subscriber-only chat. So all the people that are in there are subscribers to the channel, so please be nice to them. No, I'm just kidding. Endom Belly, do you want to keep him or not?
I do, definitely. He's got so much potential. But what he needs to do is put down the burger and pick up the weights.
Yeah. No, he just listen, look. I know like people think like I am critical of Nobeli. I'm critical of every player. When you put on the Spurs shirt, I expect certain minimums. And my minimums are a little bit higher than some Spurs fans apparently. But the minimum is you're in shape, you give it your all, and you try your best for 90 minutes. And sometimes I've not seen that from Ndombele. And for me, honestly, like I want to ask you guys this: how is that not even the minimum? How is that not your minimum expectation as a fan of any football club? Staying fit, giving it your all, and just playing with desire. Really, like that's my minimum. And people say that's too much.
Yeah, it's like your job to do that, But also the problem with Ndombele is you're like, oh, you can see how magical
he is a talented
can be,
player,
right? But then you just until he fixes this problem, man. It's like it's like you ruin your whole situation has to be okay, right? Okay, in the 60th or the 70th minute, we're gonna have to make a substitution. So you're down a sub.
You see,
before the match starts, you're down a sub.
Yeah,
because you have to swap them out,
You see, this is the thing with Ndombele. In my opinion, I am kind of excited to see him this season because apparently, from what I heard, Nuno is very into fitness and getting his players very fit and match ready. Kind of like Pochettino, he's pretty intense from what I heard. I think right. While Mourinho was on that side, he kind of let the fitness players, do that themselves. Hopefully, Nuno can put this guy under some excruciating training, some really high level training, high level fitness training, and get him to top fit. Because if this guy can play 90 minutes and he is fit for 90 minutes, he is a monster. He is absolutely one of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and I will say that. But if you can't play for, like you said, Jonty, sorry to call you Jonty, Genty, if you can't play for, if you're already a sub by the time, if you're already a sub by the time you start, it's a joke, it is a joke, and hopefully Nuno can get him sorted out. Which really, it's really sad to see that Poch wasn't able to work with Ndombele longer because I feel like he would have turned him to an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
We got Danny flexing his new member emojis. If you want to be a member and you want to have cool emojis like that, Cody in a teacup, Dr. E. Levy, all that stuff, you can.
I thought he was setting me up for his coming home. That's why I said it feels like a traps.
Something's brewing here. We got Mr. Shy, Tottenham Way joining the show. We won't be on much longer, Shy, but we'll go ahead and bring you in anyway. So let's bring him in to, what do you guys know? Creators Corner.
Yeah.
Mr. Shy, what's going on, man?
How are you guys?
Good.
You well?
We're well. Is your mic turned on?
Oh, isn't it? Yeah, it should be, mate. Can you hear me better?
No,
It sounds like it's coming through the PC the PC mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
I just need to swap it over in the settings.
Yeah.
But as one joins, one has to go. I gotta go. Will, you have a great one. I just wanted to stop by and, tell you.
And if you end up wanting to do a watch along for that show, you just let me know and I'll set it up.
Yeah, I'll have to see if my dad is gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna watch it with them.
Sure.
Eb and I, we always watch the
Up to
Brazil
you, though,
games
man.
together. But yeah, no. Good luck. Well, actually, no, you're not even England. I was gonna say good luck on the final.
You can say good luck to Shy.
Yeah, you can say good luck to me. It's all right.
Yeah, good luck in the final.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, the USMNT does play Sunday night, I think.
Did they play
good luck in
Canada?
that game.
When did they play Canada that you were gonna do a watch along with Cody?
I'll be doing a watch along for that game. I don't know if Cody will be available, but it'll be the 15th, I think.
I'd love to see that game. I love to see Cody get mad.
Marcello,
yeah,
when's the semi-finals for the Copper?
it's the final. It's
Final,
the
Saturday
Is it Brazil-Argentina, is it?
Brazil and
Yep.
Argentina in the final, the big one.
Look, I gotta see that.
1 in the
I gotta
morning.
see that.
So,
It's gonna
1 in the
be,
morning for you, Shy.
I'll wake up anytime to watch
I'll
that.
record it or watch it. One of the two. I have to see that.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm confident, but
Yeah.
it's always a tricky game against those,
Marcello, the greatest Brazil-Argentina game I have ever seen was the one in 1982 with Zico, Socrates,
yep,
Eder.
3-0.
Yeah, that 3-1, isn't it? Diaz.
3-1, yeah.
Diaz scored for Argentina. That was the greatest Brazil-Argentina game I've ever seen.
What a
Absolute
game that was.
class that was.
Back
Do
and
you ever-
forth. My dad told me, yeah, he remembers that game when he was a kid.
do you ever hear that quote from Socrates when people were asking why he doesn't run to the ball or anything like that?
Because he smoked so many, innit, Ginty?
No, but he also said a thinking man doesn't need to run. That's what he said. That's what he said.
He was class. He was a doctor, wasn't he?
Yeah, he
I
was a
believe.
doctor. Yeah, he was a smart
doctor.
man. Yeah. No, he was a class player
He was
too.
baller. He was a
Yeah.
baller, man.
Just the only thing that let him down was his physicality. That was
Didn't he
it.
play a season in League 2? In English League 2? Or something,
Did he?
ridiculous.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
when he was
that.
40 or something.
He played.
Yeah.
He played for my local teams for most of his career for Corinthians.
Mhm.
So that's what he played for. But yeah, no, that was a great game. For me, as a kid, I think the greatest game I remember was when we were 3-0 down, and we ended up
Yeah.
tying 3-3, and we went to win in penalties or something like that. Something I think it was Adriano. Adriano was in the
yes,
Copa
Adriano,
America.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he scored the hat trick.
Mate, this is it, right? In 2004, after more than a decade of retiring, 50-year-old Socrates agreed to a 1-month player coach deal for Galford Town in the North County in West Yorkshire.
You can't make that up, can you, Ginty?
Yeah.
You can't make that up, mate. That's
Pokemon's
crazy.
fist bumping everybody. But also too, what's really cool, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I had to get this out there and hit my brain. And whenever something hit my brain, I stopped listening to the conversation that's going on. So I just have to say it, otherwise I just won't be listening to you guys.
You never do anyway.
Gianluca Bussia is somebody you guys need to watch out for. He's actually from my son's club, and he's been called up to the Gold Cup squad.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
So yeah, he plays for Sporting Kansas City now. Second youngest kid to ever
Sporting
sign a
Kansas
pro
City, that's cool.
contract ever, and
That's amazing. Fantastic.
he's probably going to be a starter in the midfield, starting number 10 for the U.S.
Gold
squad.
Cup? What's that? Is that what is that? Is that a tournament for what? America?
It's our Copa America.
Yeah, I've heard
But
of
this
that.
year-
They should just add. I
that
think they
was
should
fun.
just add the U.S. and I think they should just add the U.S. and Mexico to the Copa America in South America. Just
I
have
think
the
just
comment
do-
ball.
Just,
Yeah,
just swap with Canada. Put
no,
Canada
or
just
like
left
no,
alone.
just have the North Americas all join up with South America.
Don't
Just
they?
have all the
Doesn't
Americas.
Cornball invite people every year? Like they
Yeah, we
invite-
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We-
it's the Gold Cup. That's why I didn't invite them this year.
Yeah, I think, no offense, I think the Gold Cup is a ridiculous tournament. They should just have all the Americas and just do it as one big tournament like they do with the Euros. It's just,
Who
I
was
don't know.
invited this year to the Copa America?
Japan.
Did you see
Japan in
Palestine?
there? Or they get kicked out?
By the way, did you guys see that
Australia.
Palestine? Ollie say?
Who?
Nah.
What did you say?
Well, I think Palace is linked to Olise from reading.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
think
wow.
he signed him already.
Yeah, I
8
think they
million.
already signed him. Ridiculous. I can't believe we didn't go for him. Absolutely ridiculous. It's
You
gonna
really
be another.
can't believe it, Macho. You seriously can't
No,
believe
no, no, no.
it?
I know. It's just 8 million for a player of that quality. We should have gone for him. It was easy
Yeah.
buy. You know, he also comes from an English club. He was born in England, so he's technically is still homegrown. And you know, really bummed out that we didn't get for him. And I was saying we should have
It's
gone him.
probably not on George Mendes' books, mate. That's what it is. It's not on his
Listen,
books,
it's gonna
is
be
it?
it's gonna be another Ezzy thing. You know, people are gonna tell me, oh, you know, he's from the Championship, he's not that good, but then he turns out he comes in the Premier League and he's gonna be balling. He's gonna be balling. That kid is a baller, man.
And Crystal Palace have a better chairman than ours. That's the problem.
It's ridiculous. But with that, guys, I gotta go. Peace out. Love you guys.
Take care,
Come on, you
Marcelo.
Spurs.
Come on,
Later,
Brazil.
Marcelo.
Mhm, Brazil.
I'm actually part Brazilian.
Are you? Mate?
Yeah, well, I'm not by blood, but my uncle's wife, that is not part from my family, is Brazilian. So there's some Brazilian in my family.
Yeah, take
Oh.
it. Take it. It's fine.
By marriage is what we call that. Brazilian by marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Call
his uncle's
yourself
wife is no
Yed
relation.
Kedino.
Sorry, Will. How long are you on for, mate? I only thought I'd pop on because I saw you guys. I was just
Yeah, we're
eating my
probably
dinner.
only going to be on for probably another 9 or 10 minutes.
Okay, no problem.
Just simply because for people who do StreamYard know, if you end the stream before 1 hour or before 2 hours in like 15 minutes, it takes like 12 hours for it to upload to YouTube for some reason. I don't understand why.
Really?
But if you do
I've
if you
streamed
do
that
2
on-
hours and 20 minutes, it's instant. It almost instantly is processed.
I didn't know that. And I had streaming.
It's still on YouTube, but it's not in high definition. But for whatever reason, it processes as it's streaming, and if it's shorter than 2 hours, it does. You're not allowed to like watch the live chat back for like 10 hours.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But if it's longer than 2 hours and 15 minutes, it's almost instant. So
So that's the
I try to
problem.
I try to push my streams to about that time period to make sure that it's just easier for the folks watching.
Cool.
But
So very quickly, what have I missed then? That was of importance that you've chatted about. I saw a little bit of what you've been doing tonight, but nothing. What's been?
I don't know if there's anything that we necessarily talked about important. My streams tend to not be that. No, I'm kidding.
No, we got
Very nonchalant, is it? Will nonchalant.
Yeah, very nonchalant. We did talk about the laser. Did you think it was a laser?
Do you know what? I did see that. To me, I'm not sure. I know it was obviously something green going towards his eyes. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't know, but clearly not great. But I don't think it. Do you think it distracted him? I don't think it distracted him for the penalty.
He saved the penalty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, he went the right way,
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So
he could have, if he didn't have that distract him, he could have maybe pushed it away to the side rather than it coming back.
I think you know what, Ginty. I
don't
said this
think-
today. I think from his point of view, he was probably a bit disappointed that he didn't push it around the post as opposed to pushing it forward. But then I think he was going. He was
He
aiming.
hit
he
it
thought-
mid torso almost.
Yeah,
So
I think it was more a case of it wasn't the greatest
What a game he
penalty
had,
by.
though. Am I right?
Listen, I'll take him at Spurs in a heartbeat. I'd take Kasper Schmeichel at Tottenham in a heartbeat without a
Yeah,
doubt.
he-
You
old,
forget how old he is, man. He's as old as Lloris. He's older than Lloris, actually.
Is he really? No.
he was like
He's
32,
Is he
he's 30
really?
He's 34.
Doesn't look it, does he?
34.
They're
Yeah.
the same age.
That's
They're the same age.
amazing.
He plays like he's 20.
He does, and that trademark dad save was fantastic. It
No,
was
if I'm-
trademark dad.
Yeah.
Trademark dad.
If I'm
That was.
Kasper Schmeichel, though, and I see a laser in my eye right before the penalty. I'm telling the ref.
Matt
Hey,
Hayes raid is
Oh,
incoming. I only see 3 people. That's a pretty sad raid this time, Matt. No, I'm kidding.
So much a raid, more like a, you know, like
Waverly, but thanks for coming in, Waverly. Maybe it's because a lot of the people in Matt Hayes raid, they can't comment because this is a subscriber only comment stream. So just subscribe to the channel, then you can comment all you want. You know,
we're all here to
that's a
support
good
the
way to
Spurs
fix it.
community.
Matty Hayes raid, there you go. Alexander Hilton is starting to come in now.
Oh.
Sonya left us, but she's back. Andre Finzi, Matt Hayes raid. Will Stewart raid.
Raid on your own channel.
More of a Matt Hayes piddle. No, look, he always does that. Shauna Blaney, Matt Hayes raid.
Shauna.
I wish you could actually raid like in Twitch, where you can literally
Pops up thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you can pop in and do it. YouTube needs to do that. There is a way on this stream, like say if I had recorded a video on, which I might do that sometimes, but like you can link immediately send people. So like as soon as this stream would end, it would immediately put people into another video. Not like you'd have to click over. Like it literally sends you into another thing. It has a section where you can send people to another stream as well. But the problem is that it has to be on your channel. It can't be on someone else's channel right now. So that's the
You have to have the StreamYard Professional for that.
No, it's just a feature on YouTube itself. Like when you go
So
into
this
the
is
stream.
Matt Hayes raid. What do you think about the guy he was posting about? I don't know how you say. Is that how you say it?
Big up Lath. Big up Stuart. Appreciate it. Do what now?
The guy that he was talking about his transfer thing, Maxime Lacroix from
Lacroix.
Wolfsburg. I don't know how you say it, man.
Yeah.
It's French.
The French centre back guy that we've been linked with.
I think Matt. I think it was the and it may be. I think it was a subscriber only chat thing that a lot of some people had to subscribe in order to get it to comment. Let's see if did anybody have to subscribe to do that. Let's see.
Why weren't they subscribed already?
It's a good question.
Yep, people had to subscribe to jump in it. So we got 6 people. 6 people had to subscribe to be able to comment. So thank you guys for that. And don't unsubscribe either. Now that you've rated. But thank you guys. Thank you, Matt, for doing that. I always love it when you do that. It always gives me a kick.
But yeah, as I was saying, what do you think about the guy who was talking about?
Well, I tell you, I watched. I did watch a video of him today, actually. But you know, on YouTube, everyone looks great, don't they? But from what I saw of him, mine, he can ping a pass. Jeez, some of his long passes were absolutely sublime. Even his toes, if not better.
Pace on him as well, man.
Yeah, he was literally like, you know, pinging balls left, right, and centre. He was very good at it as well.
Thank you, Jamie, for that. You won't regret it. At least not for the rest. At least not for the next 15, 20 minutes. You won't regret it. You might after that, but.
It's all downhill. It's all downhill from here, mate.
All downhill.
Everything bad in your life, you can point back to this.
Have you had a chat about this whole Parategy talking to like 5 players for one position?
But that's what he does, though, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Have you guys had a chat about that? Have you?
No, I was actually going to bring up.
Yeah, we kind of did a little bit earlier.
Right.
I think that the one of the reasons why he's doing it is someone had. I think I talked about it earlier when somebody asked me a question in the chat, but it can make sense simply on the fact that when you do that, when you're kind of making it known that you have options, it keeps other clubs from kind of jacking up the price because they feel like you're desperate. You know what you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Man U or PSG try to
like
something.
like even going in for like Canundo, I think that's more of like a false flag signing. I don't think we're gonna go in and spend 60 million, pounds on a defender. I don't think that's happening. But what that does do is it kind of keeps Bologna honest on the Tomiyasu thing. You know what I mean? Like it kind of keeps them down if there's not really anybody else coming in for him for what they're asking. And then you you think, well, Tottenham could pull out because they're already in talks with 3 or 4
Do you
other
think
guys.
we're going to get 2 centre backs or 1 this transfer? What do you think
Better
the
get
goal?
2. Has to be
Think-
2.
We need 3,
Two.
but I think we're gonna get 1. No,
I
I
we're
think
gonna be
if they
three.
get Tomiyasu, I think obviously they'll probably say he counts as a centre back because he can play there. So you could easily
he is
see.
centre back.
What do you
yeah,
think of Tomiyasu? Because I think he's a great player.
Again, you kid. I
I think
think
he was quite good.
from what I've seen again of YouTube, and he can only go on that kind of thing. I think it's fantastic that he plays off both feet. He can play literally along the back 4. He can play at left back, right back, centre back, anywhere on the right or left. So I think in terms of what he can offer, it could be a very, very good signing, I think.
Yeah, I've seen a few videos on him, and he likes to defend plays before they even happen. Which, knowing our defense, we don't even defend the plays, even after they happen or before they happen. We never do. So that's an improvement.
Yeah. You did a show, Will, didn't you, on him? You did a
Yeah.
specific show on him. What was the rough outcome? What were you saying about him?
So not quite as defensively minded as Joe Roden, but his radar
I heard
map.
Joe Rogan there. I was so confused.
Huh?
I heard Joe Rogan there. I was so confused for a
Joe
split second.
Rodon. But the not quite as defensive, but far more tactically minded than Joe Rodon. And then better. So basically, better than Jeff Tanganga. He's really very similar to Serge Aurier, but far more tactically aware.
How many penalties did he give up?
No, he only had 4 yellow cards in his whole career. I think.
You got to be very careful when you compare him to Sergio. Very careful.
But no,
what
I
you
mean,
say.
attacking wise, he's more creative, more defensive. I think he's like 7 points higher
Scored
defensively than Serge Aurier. But his tactical awareness, which is footballing IQ, off the ball movement, positioning, is like 20 points higher than Serge Aurier.
And one of those YouTube videos, man, he scored an absolute worldie.
Yeah, against Milan.
Yeah, banged it,
Yeah,
didn't
saw that one.
Yeah, he's ambidextrous, and then
Yeah.
like Goguma says, waiting to see him play at the Olympics too. I'll be watching him in the Olympics.
he? Yeah, it could be a very astute signing, I think. Very.
Who do you think will
astute
win the
signing.
Olympics?
I don't even know who's in it.
Well, obviously there's America,
Korea
Korea,
will win the Olympics. Yeah,
Brazil. I think play in the Olympics.
America's not playing in it. We didn't qualify.
Is Sonny in it? Is Sonny going to go?
I don't think so.
Oh, good. Good for us.
I think the Koreans are pretty mad about it.
I don't want to
John.
win anything.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
Big up.
So I guess you've seen the training videos, boys, have you? You've seen them training yesterday?
Yeah.
What is it with the Tottenham YouTube channel and the training videos? When the Ryan Mason thing was happening, all they would upload is the training videos. Look at his training, his beautiful training. Doesn't mean anything.
No. But you
Fun to
still
watch.
get,
I
they
like
still get a load of
watching
watches. They still get a
Yeah.
load of watches.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I quite like the training kit actually. I quite like that
Did
training
you?
kit. Yeah, similar. Is that it?
Oh no,
Is
it's
that it?
not it. This is a training kit. I think it's a warm-up kit for the games.
Oh, okay, because it's similar colours, isn't it? It's like the blue, that kind of
Yeah.
blue and
It's
yellow.
blue
isn't
and
it?
green, I think.
I wish
Okay.
they did what Celtic did, where they actually had him mic'd up, because they had our new manager, but they mic'd him up for the training session, so you're actually hearing what he was talking about when he was training with them. Because that training video, Nuno was just sitting there, just like kicking a ball by himself, and he was just off to the side. He wasn't doing anything. Like you see
probably-
him talk to one
Probably
person.
too many expletives, mate. If you start miking them up.
Well, no, obviously they had that a couple of times. Obviously, he's a Greek Australian, so he had a few swears in him, but they just bleeped it on the Celtic one.
Guys, unfortunately, it's time to go. But for people that are watching, before you leave, don't leave right now. You gotta go over to Bob Spur TV, watch 9 at 9 p.m. Don't miss this episode. It's gonna be a big one over on Bob Spur TV. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat right here for everybody to look at. And that's not my channel. What the heck's going on here?
Well, you lost your channel. I took control.
For some reason, it's logged into my son's YouTube channel for some reason.
Don't
must-
destroy all these Fortnite clips. Man.
He must have been logged on. He must have been getting on Discord on my computer again. I have to kick him in the nuts. But, let's see here. Mr. Bob Spur TV. Link in the chat here. Copy link address. Bob. We need to get Bob to 1,000 so that way I can just add him and it'll be done. There he goes. There's the link to the video. Here's the link to the channel. Make sure you subscribe. And yeah. Watch 799. Are you gonna be on there tonight, Shy? Or are you doing something else? Or
yeah, no, not tonight. Not tonight. Spending some quality time with my sister.
So it's gonna be 8 and 9.
So I think it's a full show tonight. But yeah, I'm always happy to go on if it's not a full house. So but enjoy the show, guys. Have a good one, and I'm sure it's going to be a great show.
Yep, guys, thank you very much. All you guys out there watching, make sure that you do like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for myself and everybody here. We've got Ginty. Let's everybody do outros real quick and promote your stuff, and we'll hit the road.
You go first, Shy.
Oh, okay, mate. Right, so I'm Shy from Tottenham Away. We stream on a Monday evening mostly at 8 p.m. We usually have a guest on, so it's myself, Brian Ireland, Brian Daigle, and Stell. And I've got the Two Brian show on a Friday night at 12 a.m. UK time. That's always a banging show. And you usually see some of us on different shows too, including Will's. And please subscribe to Will if you haven't already.
Thank you.
Your kid, you got a channel?
Yeah, I have a channel.
Got like 5 channels. He's a kid, man.
Yeah, you guys can find me at the Yeet Kid. Currently reaching 200 subscribers, big milestone. Thank you for everybody for helping me do that. But let's try and get to 300 in the next one.
No, too, for people that don't know, or if you haven't gone over and you haven't seen the Yeet Kid show, it's actually a very good show. I was very impressed. I went on there last Monday, and it's very organized. It's not like what you'd think a 13-year-old kid doing a show would do. It's literally topics. Boom. He follows through, talks on every single topic. It's very well organized. It flows really well. He's got some good information, so very check it out.
Nice.
Yep, and I'm Ginty. I'm not usually this little black screen dealing with some migraine issues. I've got the lights off and
it's very black where you are, is it?
Yeah,
very dark.
I even got the laptop, like the screen brightness is all the way down to 0, so it, like used like are in the dark as well. But yeah, we have a YouTube channel called You Tell Me Football Podcast where we do kind of podcasts on kind of interviewing people in the YouTube sphere or football sphere and talking about Spurs. We have a little Spurs section and talk about general football, and we'll be doing a weekly live stream as well. So if you come over tomorrow at 9 p.m, we'll be talking about the Euros, we'll be talking about the upcoming Spurs season and the season in general, and having a good old chat. So it's You Tell Me Football Podcast.
Nice.
Everybody go check that out. Anthony and Ginty do good stuff. And hopefully, Ginty, your headache is
gone for tomorrow.
gone for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, folks at home, thank you very much for watching the show. Thank you very much for all the super chats, super stickers from all the folks that did those in. It really does help. Don't let grumpy old men make you feel guilty for helping out the people who you love supporting. Don't let grumpy old men ruin your day. just for the word for the wise. The more you know, the more you know. Anyway, folks.
So cryptic, man.
Wise words for the day, isn't it?
No, there used to be a thing in the U.S. back in the 80s. And it was like they used to do these public service announcements.
And the more
like,
you know, the little star. Yeah.
Yeah, the more you know.
They still do. I've seen them on the TV from now and then.
There you go.
And there was another one too that was like the more you know, the more you grow. But that didn't really work for this situation. So halfway through it, I had to just switch it to the more you know.
But the fact is, usually they give like helpful advice, instead of like vague, cryptic clues you have to decipher. You know.
No, I'm saying don't let grumpy old men ruin your day. That's. I mean, who
who's
wants
the
to?
grumpy man? You know, that's
Oh,
the
like
thing.
it's not obvious.
See.
Yeah, it's fairly obvious to anybody watching the stream who the grumpy old man is that ruins people's days, right?
Oh, the Yid kid. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bit harsh.
Try. It's try. I'm trying to
Because
say
he's the
try. I didn't want to call him out on stream.
He's the opposite, man. That's why I said it was a joke.
Ginty just killed it, mate. Killed it.
Anyway,
That's what I
stay
was
strong, stay Spurs, and we'll see you guys next time.
Come on, you Spurs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go now.